Okay, so when we're trying to work out what value, if I say, if I tell you, oh, that I think it's 6.7, whatever it might be, 6.7 centimeters, 6.7 meters, whatever. The point is, I'm saying I don't know to any more degree of accuracy. I don't know if it's 6.71 or 6.69. I just know it's round the nearest decimal place is 6.7. So what do I actually mean by that? More precisely, I mean it's any number between 6.65, any number equal to or greater than 6.65, and any number less than whatever this number is that we're going to come up with in a moment. Now, just to be sure, what I haven't told you is a shortcut here. Notice that it's always dead in the middle if we're talking about the nearest decimal place. So it's always going to be 5 at the end. So you can start to work out some shortcuts here, which kind of, you can stop thinking for a moment. So what's the number that's going to go there? Just going to be 24.5. I didn't even have to really think about what the question is asking me to do that, right? Trouble is, it's a dangerous way to do things when you're first learning things, because when you're first learning a concept, if you start just going, oh, you always put this number there and you always put that number there, what's going to happen is the examiner is going to give you a slightly different question, and then you're going to be stuck. So it's really important to understand things at the fundamental level. But does that make sense? Does that make sense why you put 6.65 there? So if it's 6 points, if the lowest number that would round up to 6.7 is 6.65, what's the highest number that would round down to 6.7? I mean, in other words, we know that 6.72 would round down to 6.7, but that's not the highest number, is it? Because I could say 6.73. So we worked out the lowest possible number that would round up to 6.7. Now we're trying to find the highest possible number that would round down to 6.7. So what would that be? .70 would just be, in other words, 6.71 would round down to 6.7, wouldn't it? So I'm looking for the highest number, or I could say what's the lowest number that would round up to the next number? What's the lowest number that would round up to 6.8? Right. Well, that's the answer, because anything lower than 6.75 would round down to 6.7, wouldn't it? So in other words, let's just get rid of this example one here. What I'm saying is that 6.7 is actually it could be equal to, because I don't know to any more degree of accuracy, it could be equal to or less than that, but it must be less. So it could be equal or greater than 6.65, but it must be less than 6.75. Okay, I don't know any of these numbers. I don't know which one it's going to be, or any of there's an infinite possible numbers here, but all we know is it's somewhere between these two values. Okay.